village center that was created 45 years ago by Jim Rouse here, this being the first one. It was important to figure out how to recreate it and how to make it better for the next 40 years. After that, I have no idea what this village center is going to look like, and it will be somebody else that's going to redevelop this project. But I do say that with I've met a lot of very interesting people through this process, and it has been one that we're very excited to wind up creating what we think is the next vision for this village center. With that, we're going to wind up creating something that we think is better than sits here today. The market trends have changed. We had to, as Kimco, understand how other things within Howard County and Columbia have modified what's happening in downtown, what's happening on 175, what's happening with the growth from the community college, the strength of having the high school, middle school right here, the interfaith, the swim center, having the hospital right behind us, our proximity to downtown. You know, how do we create something here that's going to be very vibrant for the next 40 years? And what we really have created, and one thing that happened from probably my first meeting I had with the village board and with the county executive, one constant theme that happened here was making sure that this place remained the gathering place for the village of Wilde Lake. That was the biggest fear throughout this process, that there wouldn't be a place for the village residents to gather.
Change is hard for anyone, but that's the stage that we're in Howard County and certainly in Columbia. Democracy is a great thing. Sometimes it takes you a little longer than anybody wants to be able to make progress, but you get a better product because you talk to everyone, you include everyone, you create a process that, you know, we have input and everyone gets their say. At the end of the day, we have to move on and we have to make the best decisions that we can. That's representative democracy. Things may not be perfect, but we listen to everyone and we make the best decisions moving forward. And I think I'm really excited that after a lot of community discussion, we have a plan that I think is a tremendous plan to redevelop, reinvigorate, reinvest in the historic Wilde Lake Village Center, the first village center in Columbia, and create its future in our time in a way that some other group, as Jeff said, 40, 50, 60 years ago from now can be standing here saying, huh, now people shop in a different way than anyone would have thought. Now people live in a different way. You know, how do we reinvest in our communities and make sure they continue to thrive?
We went to every single village with the piece of legislation to talk every one of them into supporting a future for Columbia. It wasn't just coming here. It was every single one of them that we had to get on board so that people could imagine into the future what their communities would look like, and so that we would build a process that Jeff had to carry out that gave people a level of comfort that their community would reflect them and would meet the needs that they saw and would be unique to them.